So, a point of view drive in England around some amazing back roads. I'm actually just around sort of Dunstable Downs area, if people know where that is, sort of near Whipsnade Zoo. And these are some of the really fun roads that are relatively local to me. You can see up there some amazing mountains. I've actually just been on a little bit of a trail run, which is quite fun. But yeah, you join me in my Mark 7 Golf R in a different country, because my last sort of POV titled like this was point of view in Scotland. Now, I may not have been on the best roads. In fact, it was just sort of like an A road, but it was still an amazing drive, and I absolutely loved going to Edinburgh. And I want definitely for 2022 to visit more countries. And you know, I know we're in some difficult situations, but certainly the likes of Wales is an amazing place. Ireland is amazing. North of France, you know, they're not too tricky to get to. And even further afield in Europe, like Italy, Switzerland, Germany, Spain, you've got some amazing places to go. And it's not even necessarily about going hard on these roads, it's just about enjoying them. Now, this is just like a typical English kind of back road, well, farm road really. You normally get sheep in the way. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to show you it, show you a little bit about the Golf R, yeah, and have a little bit of a fun drive. But no, I've really enjoyed this year actually with the Golf R. I'm filming this just sort of like late 2021, and yeah, this car has just been so good. Like, I never get tired of it, if that makes sense. Let me pull out of here, because it's just, you know, I don't, you know, if it's wet, salty, horrible roads, it doesn't really matter. I mean, that might be another GTI friend there. Is it a 40th? That is a 40th edition. That looks amazing. I have driven one of those. I drove it tuned, but it was still really good. There's a GTD. This is very hard to pull out of, but I'm just gonna have to go at some point. So let's go. Yeah, we're good. Golf R's got my back. Sounds good. It's put in race mode, so you get a little bit more fun noise. Oh my god, I love this car. And look, the sun is coming out. When it's wet, salty, grimy, horrible, windy, I love driving cars in these conditions, particularly like four-wheel drive grippy cars like this, because you can really then sort of test a bit of the limits at slower speeds. Yeah, it's just brilliant. I encourage people to get out in their cars and drive them. I really do. Particularly if you can find some decent roads, just your own little route. So he decided to turn into me, so I couldn't avoid the puddle. Oh well, four-wheel drive and all that. And you can do it within the speed limit. Watch my speed. Am I speeding? No, it's national speed limit here. And yeah, it's just brilliant. Great with the manual gearbox now that my clutch has sort of been done. Really happy with that. Economy on these cars is pretty good as well. But no, this is sort of like your typical, you know, it's amazing how it is very different to even Scotland, obviously. I mean, I'm around some sort of mountains and hills here, as I just sort of shown you. But in Scotland, that's everywhere. So for me, I have to almost sometimes try and find this sort of area. This is Bedfordshire. Whereas, yeah, it's a little bit easier in Scotland, and I love it. I definitely want to go back, and I definitely want to do more sort of like subscriber kind of meets. You know, I think a lot of people, what they enjoy about the cars is sharing it with others in that community, and that's what I really want the channel to be, and it has been. But I've never actually done sort of like a proper meetup. You know, I've got over 2,500 of you guys now who tune in, which I massively appreciate. Let's get together. I've met up with so many people who, you know, I've got plans for January. You know, some people have reached out with some really cool cars that I have not driven before, to show you lots, like the base GTI, a really special Mark 7 Golf R actually, which I'm super excited about. And yeah, other stuff as well I've got planned in the works, like experiences in like a Mark 4 Focus ST, that kind of stuff, Ford Mustang 5-litre V8. I've got plans on the channel and it will be fun if you subscribe. But honestly, this is all you need. Just go out in your car and have a little fun drive. You know, I just enjoy it. You know, we're stuck behind another Golf, but it doesn't matter. You know, it's just fun to be out on the roads while we can. Particularly, I mean, can you imagine in like a decade's time watching this? Everything's going to be automated and everything. Automatic gearboxes or no gearboxes. Cars drive themselves like Teslas. There's just going to be no control. And although I accept that that's an inevitability, for car enthusiasts, there's no getting away from the fact it's not going to be the same. It's just not going to be the same. How long can I keep this going as a daily? I don't know. I'll try and keep pushing it. I've done it for 4.5 years, ever since I started the channel up. I'll keep it going, and hopefully share with you some decent videos along the way. Wow, this guy's going slow. He's pushing his Golf Estate to the max, 36 miles an hour, round the bend in a national speed limit. He is on the limit, but he's chilling out, as I like to chill out sometimes when I drive. But there are some really special roads to the right, which I think you will enjoy, because it is also national speed limit, and it is very fun. Is he gonna go? No. Well, unfortunately my 300 horsepower four-wheel drive car has a little bit more poke than the Kia Picanto. As long as he doesn't go left. Don't go left, don't go left, don't go left. Yes! We've got some fun at hand. So smooth. And it's raining. This is what you get in the UK. There's no getting away from it. My car is absolutely filthy. I washed it before I went to Edinburgh, and now it's just covered in grime. And it looks amazing. It looks proper used. That's the thing. Oh, I mean, brakes are good. I mean, I'm not going to try and scare this guy, so I'll back off. But point of view in the UK is nice. Go out and explore. It's only on your doorstep. You know, if we're in lockdowns or whatever, you don't have to go abroad. You've got that, if you can see it, hopefully. I mean, look at it. It's just an amazing area, and yet there's a little road sort of plonked up in the middle of it. It's amazing. I walked a lot around Arthur's Seat in Scotland, and there's actually a road all around it. It's only like 10 miles an hour, which makes sense, but it's just the most amazing thing. Ah, oh, it's so cool. So cool. Ah, the funs of driving. Like I said, manual gearbox. They've discontinued these on these Golf Rs now. Stops them in about 2018. So I'm glad I've got this just to enjoy while we still can. Enjoy the cars. Anyway, that's a little point of view of England. Somewhere I'm very used to driving around, but you know, if you're watching this from abroad and you want to know what it's like, this is some of the nicer roads to come to. Unfortunately, there is a lot of roundabouts. The myths are true, but you can avoid them, and you can find a lot of amazing countryside. Yeah, but it's normally quite wet and slippery, and again, that's why kind of four-wheel drive cars are very popular. And little hot hatches like this with four-wheel drive make travelling really easy, really good. As you can tell, I very much like this car, so if you want to follow the journey of it, also subscribe. Yeah, lots of things planned for next year. I mean, I'd love to do like a point of view in Switzerland or something. Imagine around these Swiss Alps. Ah, amazing. Obviously not really possible in 2021, but maybe for 2022. Never even driven abroad on the wrong side of the road. We're on the left side, obviously you guys drive on the right side. Here comes our first roundabout. It's just fun. It's just really nice. Well, I've had a blast. Subscribe if you want to see more. Like this video if you want to convince me, push me more. Not that I need any more convincing. To drive this thing in different countries. How cool would that be? Golf R in Scotland, Golf R in Wales, Golf R in England, Golf R in Spain. I watched one of Harry's Garage's videos last night. I have to put in the description. And he drove to the Sahara Desert in his Ferrari Testarossa. And I was just like, that is amazing. I want to do that. Let's make it happen. Spend money on experiences. Don't spend money on fancy cars. Just get a car which is good, such as this. It's not the most expensive car in the world. It's not the cheapest. You can certainly get a less expensive car. But it'll do the job. Travel the world, enjoy life, enjoy cars. See you next time. Cheers, guys.